Hello, today on Hot Topics, we have to talk about the absolutely ridiculously stupid week Donald Trump has had. So let's just jump into just the dumb stuff Donald Trump has done this week. As we know, as I've reported, as everyone's reported, and there's no getting around reporting it, there were 2 shootings last week in El Paso, Texas, and Dayton, Ohio, and Donald Trump, instead of being a moral leader, just fell short again, as usual, and is absolutely just, ugh. It's disappointing. He never fails to disappoint. So, and I shouldn't be disappointed anymore, but still, you would think that he would have some basic compassion abilities, but no, he doesn't. So let's start with the Dayton, Ohio thing. He flew to Dayton, Ohio, and he tried to act like everybody was happy to see him, and it was this great whatever. And apparently the mayor and a couple other people had decided to try and talk to him about gun control because, basic common sense gun laws are needed in this country and should be discussed, and you should be able to discuss them with the President of the United States when your city has had 9 people die in 32 seconds. Definitely something that you should be open for discussion with, but he did not take that well, and instead of just keeping his mouth shut, he got his stupid butt on Twitter and tweeted about how he was so poorly treated in Dayton. And I'm just sitting there and I'm going, can it get any worse? Can it get any worse? But of course, because Donald Trump is Donald Trump and he can, when you set the bar absolutely low, he can always bring it down to like even lower. He's so good at that. And he went in and he went to El Paso, Texas, and there are still, 8 victims in the hospital, and 3 of them were in too rough of shape to meet him or did not speak English, and then the other 5 refused to meet with him. So what they did was they brought that 2-month-old baby whose parents had died to protect him in for a photo shoot where, of course, as tactless as can be, Donald Trump sits there like this, and oh, you tactless, tone-deaf piece of crap. No, just no. Who does that? What? And then he talks about not letting the media in, and he doesn't want to turn this into a photo shoot or a political whatever, and then releases his own campaign style ad that was sickening and tone deaf and self-centered and narcissistic and disgusting. And the doctors in El Paso came out and said, and even came out with video to prove what they were talking about, came out and said that he lacked empathy, he lacked any sort of caring, and then turned it into something about himself, where he talked about, once again, his crowd size, and part of me wonders if that might be a reference to his, I'm just saying, because he's awfully obsessed with this. He said that Crazy Federal Work only had like 400 people, which, by the way, you can fact check, he had a lot more than that, and that he had like 30,000 or some stupid number. I don't even remember the number. He just probably pulled it out of his butt. But of people, and then twice as many outside, which we all know is just him pulling numbers out of his butt and pretending like they're real. And when you're talking about a shooting, when you're talking about the victims, when you're talking about that, you should be talking to the people about what they did in triage. Gun control. You should be consoling victims, not in a picture with them. It's absolutely the dumbest thing. Oh, and tone down your rhetoric. Can we get into his rhetoric? Can we just take a minute to think about the fact that the El Paso shooter had a manifesto where he used words in his manifesto that Donald Trump uses on a daily basis: invasion, replacement. Yeah, he used that in his rhetoric, and Donald Trump is trying to say that he does not incite violence. You incite violence. You stoke fear. You stoke racism, and then you don't understand when one of your minion followers goes to a Walmart, and on a Sunday morning when people are just buying stuff for their kids, when they're there with their grandkids before the school year starts, and they're just out there they're not campaigning, but raising money for their freaking sports team, and they get shot at because you can't keep your stupid freaking fat fingers off of Twitter for 5 minutes. So yes, this video is angry. I am angry. I just 20 minutes ago read off a list of victims and their stories for something that didn't have to be done because our president can't keep his freaking mouth shut. I want to be very clear to my audience. The Latina or the Latinx community is not trying to replace you. They are not coming here as an invasion in hordes, in caravans. And the ones that are coming here because we pulled funding, because we did things to destabilize their country, and then we try to act like we're not going to give them asylum, and he tries to break basic laws. So that's on him. All of this is on Donald Trump. This is a man who doesn't care about anybody but himself, doesn't care about who his rhetoric gets him, if his rhetoric gets people killed, as long as he stays in office as the president. And I'm telling you, get out and vote, because we cannot afford to have another 4 years of this divisive, racist crap being led by our president, because other countries don't take us seriously. I don't take us seriously. No one takes us seriously. We need him out of office, and we need a leader who can bring this country together and stop trying to act like it is a white-only country. Because I got news for you, people. It's not. You are not entitled to this country. You are not. I am white, and I'm telling you, we are entitled to nothing. This country is a free country for every person of every skin tone. So, yeah. I'm gonna go before I lose my little mind, and we're going to talk later. Bye.